Thank you, Chairman Smith, for holding this very important hearing. It's actually one of the most important things that we can do from this hearing is highlight what in the world is TANF. Because no one in our country knows what this is. And it's been a significant portion of our budget for many years. Look, would love to jump right into it. Mr. Favre, you know, as former quarterbacks, you and I, we have so much in common. Yeah, you're a Hall of Fame quarterback, and I'm a redshirt freshman from Utah State. You're a Super Bowl champion. I led a late fourth quarter comeback for the Snow College Badgers against Pima Community College back in circa 2001. These are all well documented. I'm sure you've heard of them. And we're both predecessors to what we hope to be, me at Utah State and you at Green Bay, to one of the best Packers to ever play the game in Jordan Love. Obviously, you're everybody's favorite Packer, but we hope Jordan Love has an incredible trajectory going forward as he's played in my home state. But on a serious note, the other thing we have in common is that you and I want to make sure that TANF dollars are spent responsibly and that they're done for the purpose of what they're supposed to do. You talked to me before the hearing, and then you've mentioned it here. You have no idea what TANF was. This is my biggest frustration with anything that we deal with from our mandatory side of the budget. We have a mandatory budget, or otherwise known as direct side, and then a discretionary budget, or appropriations bills. And those bills get voted on every single year. And they're able to sustain a small 1 to 3 to sometimes 4% growth rate. But these other programs that they're intended to do the right thing, they're enacted, and then for decades we don't touch them. Is it any wonder that A, no one knows about them, and B, they have all of these wrongdoings? And we talked a lot about the Mississippi situation that you didn't even know you were a part of. We got several other states that have all gone through major improper payment at a minimum. Fraud gets involved in all of this stuff. And it's no wonder, is because we, as members of Congress, are not able to vote on this stuff on an annual basis. And it's my biggest frustration. I don't want to make you regurgitate everything, but I do want to just highlight, and let me say, my heart goes out to you and your family for your diagnosis. It's catching some media that you've announced this morning. You've been diagnosed with Parkinson's. Heart goes out to you. I think you'll continue to be an inspiration to people in numerous walks of life, because you have been to our the sports world at first, and then just trying to do good. And you get caught up in stuff, but you're here, and you're trying to make awareness on something that needs to be. So outside of the awareness issue that you're providing today, and the general, you mentioned, there needs to be more accountability and more guardrails. Let me just throw out one more thing. We have a bill, I've introduced a bill. It's called the Restoring Temporary to TANF Act, Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. We want to make it as temporary as possible. Mr. Underpile, you mentioned it. This is as the ranking member points out, this needs to be a bounce back. You need to be able to take advantage of this program and get yourself back up on your feet. Any thoughts to the importance of workforce? This would actually require 25% of these dollars to be set aside for work activities, getting people the job skills that they need to be able to get out on their own again. Any thoughts to how would that be something that fits into your realm of what you envision for this program going forward?
Yeah, and listening to everyone up here today, jobs seems to be the same theme, and I agree. There's nothing better than doing a job, whether it be at your own house or at a work, and feeling confident of the job that you've done, and it pays. So it's twofold. It makes you feel good about yourself, but it pays you a salary. So I think it definitely is a big part of success or lack thereof.
It's part of how we want to make this program a very productive program. We need a chance to roll up our sleeves and deal with this legislation and not just let it go on autopilot for years and years and years until more improper payments and other bad activity takes place. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Thank you to the other witnesses today. We appreciate your stories. And I look forward to hopefully working together on this in the future. Chairman, I yield back.